Everyone. Today's a great day to cut a ribbon today, huh? Yeah. Today we're going to be cutting the ribbon for Modica and Taormina Apartments. It's 230 units. This is a great example of government and private sector coming together to build affordable housing that's needed by so many San Diegan families. Well, many of these families will now have a home and supportive community they can be proud of. These two projects represent a significant milestone, a victory towards progress in providing affordable housing options that previously have been out of reach for so many San Diegans. Everyone agrees that housing is a fundamental human need and the cornerstone of success for many of these families and generations to come. I'd like to acknowledge the Chelsea investment executives here today. Chief Executive Officer Charles Schmidt, President and Chief Investment Officer Sherry Hoffman, CFO Eric Paul, Administration and Communications Manager Cheryl Moulton, and last but not least, our founder and chairman, Jim Schmidt. Let's all give a round of applause for our team at Emerson Construction who delivered this building ahead of schedule and under budget. We want to thank the County Department of General Services Director Marco Medved, as well as the Housing Community Services Director David Estrella. Their teams, we'd like to thank their teams for working so collaboratively and effectively with Chelsea throughout the life of this development. We also wouldn't be here without the support of Fiona Ma and the state's Treasury Department. The Treasury's office oversees the low-income housing tax credit program, and without this financing, projects like Taormina and Modica would not be possible. So thank you very much. We'd also like to acknowledge the individuals from SDG&E, Kevin Garrity, Lisa Marujo, Rosie Olds, Tiffany Melville, and Adam Smith. Thank you for working with us throughout the life of this development. We'd also like to thank our team of consultants, Mark Longstaff from McKinley Associates, Fusco Engineering Team, And lastly, we'd like to acknowledge ConAm, who gets the pleasure of leasing up these 230 units. We're confident that these buildings will be occupied in a matter of months, really bringing the campus to life. Next, Emma is going to give us a brief overview of Modica and Taormina in the campus. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. As Ryan mentioned, Modica and Taormina make up 230 of the total 404 units at the Mount Etna campus. These projects are situated on county-owned land and will serve individuals and families earning between 30% and 80% of area median income. Our vision for this development was to encourage intergenerational living amongst the community. And with 230 family units, 58 of which are set aside for individuals with an intellectual or developmental disability, and 174 senior units, we are doing just that. We're honored to work with Serving Seniors, the campus-wide service provider, who will provide a menu of services tailored to the wide range of residents that these projects will serve. A special shout out as well to my brother, Nathan Schmid, with Southern California Housing Collaborative, who partnered with Chelsea to make these developments come to life. Nathan and his team are working tirelessly in conjunction with the San Diego Regional Center to ensure our IDD residents have a seamless transition into their new homes. It has been such an honor to get to work with you. Next, Ryan is going to introduce our first speaker.
The county's been a terrific partner with us on these projects from the start, dating back to the initial RFP of 2018. I'm not sure if some of you can remember back then, this was the site of the former crime lab. In addition to a combined acquisition value of over $21 million, the county also contributed over $6 million in Innovative Housing Trust Fund and American Rescue Plan Act capital to the Taormina project. This soft debt is crucial to our project. I'd like to introduce Supervisor Montgomery Stepp, who is a part of District 4, home to over 675,000 residents. Housing homelessness is a top priority for Supervisor Montgomery Stepp, and we are delighted to have her today. Please join me in welcoming Supervisor Montgomery Stepp.
Thank you so much for the introduction. Good morning, everyone. As was stated, I'm Supervisor Monica Montgomery Stepp, and I'm honored to represent District 4 on the San Diego County Board of Supervisors. It feels great to be back here in the Claremont area just 9 months later to recognize a positive moment, the opening of affordable housing. Today, we are seeing the second and third properties open doors at this location, where land was offered by the county through an initiative to use excess county sites to develop affordable housing. This is also a first step for many more positive projects to come. I would like to acknowledge all of the funders, the development team, and project partners to ensure that everyone that worked together to ensure that all of the pieces came together for us to celebrate this grand opening today. It really does take all of us working together with a shared vision to achieve something that will uplift our communities. And I'm proud to be a part of this collaboration. I think we're in a moment right now where we need to be very honest and clear about the situation we're in. Too many in our neighborhoods have been pushed to the margins, forced to endure housing insecurity and displacement. That is unacceptable. Housing is not a privilege, it is a human right. And with this project and the many more that we have down the pipeline, we are at a turning point. The Mount Etna campus demonstrates and reaffirms that our county believes in people over profit, in human dignity over speculation, in community stability over displacement. I'm so proud that this grand opening will benefit and prioritize residents with intellectual or developmental disabilities. Too often, our vulnerable populations are left out of the conversation and out of the moment. But what a beautiful celebration that folks get to call this place home. I imagine a district and a county where every family, regardless of their income, knows that they can lay down roots send their children to good schools, and have access to affordable medical care and nutritious foods, and age in place with dignity. That is not a distant dream. It is the work that we can commit to doing each and every day. When we choose investment in the people who make up our wonderful region, all of our community ultimately wins. And this project is truly something our community should be proud of. I certainly am. I said this before when we opened up the Paul Downey Senior Homes, that the location of this housing and its amenities should be a continued model for future projects and the resources they bring to a community as a whole. So I invite all of you to continue in what you're doing, continue being partners with us, be stewards of your neighborhoods, and advocate for collaborations like this wherever you are. Our communities depend on that type of support. And to the families who will move in, I'll say ahead of time, welcome home. I sincerely hope that this place is a foundation for your dreams, your safety, and your flourishing. I thought I saw some neighbors up there too, taking pictures, so hello, if you can hear me. Thank you again, and congratulations to everyone. I'm very, very excited, always grateful to do an actual ribbon cutting, especially for affordable housing. And now I'll turn it back over to our MCs. Thank you.
Mayor Todd Gloria has actively promoted housing through programs like Bridge to Home, which provides gap financing for projects and advancing reforms to increase housing supply. He emphasizes that building more housing is essential to solving the cost of living and homelessness in San Diego. His administration aims to build housing of all types to address the needs of low, very low, and middle income housing for San Diegans. And thank you for fixing our sign. I appreciate that. And it's now my pleasure to introduce Mayor Todd Gloria.
Thank you for the introduction, Ryan. Yeah, full service mayor. Always happy to pitch in and get stuff done. Good morning, everybody. It is great to be back here in Claremont, my home neighborhood where I grew up. Grew up so long ago here. I remember when this wasn't the crime lab. This was the Claremont Hospital serving this great neighborhood. And obviously it's evolved over time. And now we're here for the next chapter of something that we began actually not quite so long ago. As Supervisor Montgomery Stepp mentioned, back in January, we had the honor of joining all of you for the opening of the Paul Downey Senior Housing, the first phase of the affordable housing complex here at Mount Etna. Today, I'm proud that we are able to be here to cut ribbon on phase 2 of this incredible project, making 228 new affordable homes available to San Diegans. Now, my friends, this project is not happening in a vacuum. It is the third that we've opened in just the last week on what I've been calling our Build More Housing San Diego tour. Last Wednesday, we kicked this off downtown with the opening of a different Chelsea project, Harrington Heights, delivering 270 new affordable homes in the East Village community. The very next day, we headed to Midway to celebrate the opening of project known as Pacific Village, something that was made possible under the state's Home Key program, creating 64 permanent homes for formerly homeless San Diegans. And then now here we are today at Mount Etna with 228 new homes, 58 of which, as you heard, will be reserved for our neighbors with intellectual and developmental disabilities. That's a total of 562 new affordable homes, all open in the span of just 7 days. Let there be no doubt that San Diego is serious about building more homes. None of this would be possible without collaboration. And I want to offer the city's gratitude, first and foremost, to Chelsea Investment Corporation for taking this project on, and Harrington Heights on, and Midway Rising on, and there's so many more coming that I'm very, very excited about. The County of San Diego, of course, for providing this property. I believe strongly that public agencies like the county and the city must provide unused land or underutilized land for this purpose. County's stepping up here. City's got a few in the pipeline ourselves, and I'm excited about that. Of course, our incredible San Diego Housing Commission and the city team for stepping up to make this project viable. And our service providers, Serving Seniors San Diego, an organization I've been privileged to have a long relationship with. They do incredible work all over our community, and I'm glad that they're going to be continuing to expand their work here in Claremont. And of course, the San Diego Regional Center for their work to bring dignity, care, and stability to residents who will call this place home. I also want to acknowledge my partner in many things housing related and all things Claremont, of course, Councilmember Jennifer Campbell, for her leadership and for welcoming affordable homes like this into her district. Appreciate you very much, Dr. Campbell. I also want to recognize the city's Development Services Department, and let me tell you why. This project was the second to be permitted through our Affordable Housing Permit Now program, an initiative that I launched through executive order in 2023 to fast-track affordable housing reviews. And thanks to that program, DSD completed its review of this extremely complex project. Look at all these buildings, look at all these fire codes, et cetera. They completed the review of this project far quicker than would ever have been possible before the executive order, enabling the development team to break ground sooner and to deliver homes to San Diegans faster. For the city of San Diego, this project represents exactly the kind of partnership that we have worked to try and scale citywide. And through policies like Affordable Housing Permit Now, investments in supportive services, and collaboration with our local, state, and federal partners, we are proving that affordable housing doesn't have to take a decade to deliver. We can do it faster, and here is your proof. And when it does arrive, it can be beautiful, efficient, and with dignity at its core. You agree this is beautiful? This looks good. This is a good investment in Claremont, everybody. I like it. I like it a lot. And shout out to Nicole Crosby and the folks at the Claremont Town Council who've been great partners, I know, through this process. You know, bringing change to neighborhoods is never easy. I grew up in this neighborhood. I know that for a fact. But nevertheless, we're here. And I think that's a result of reasonable individuals coming together and recognizing that when we say no to more housing, the people most impacted are our children and our grandchildren, in some cases our seniors. And so thank you for making space in your beautiful community, in our beautiful community, for more Claremont residents to celebrate its 75th anniversary later this week. In closing, Mount Etna is a part of a bigger story, one where every week, with every ribbon that we cut, we are seeing real progress on our shared effort to ensure that all San Diegans have a place to call home. So let's keep this going. Let's keep building, and let's continue to deliver for the people of this great city of ours. Thank you all, and congratulations to all who have a role in making this possible. And if I may, you can tell by how quickly I talk, I'm pretty efficient. I like to get things done. I would love the honor of introducing our next speaker. I mentioned her before, but it bears repeating. I have great partners down at City Hall, folks who understand that it's not just the mayor who's pro-housing. We have a city council who understands that our housing affordability crisis, our cost of living crisis in this city, one of the ways that we can address that best is by building more housing. And as I mentioned before, whether it's affordable housing or new homelessness shelter projects, Dr. Campbell has never said no. She's always leaned in to figure out a way to make it work better in her district, and I couldn't be more thrilled to be able to work with her every single day. Would you please welcome the representative for Claremont, the representative for Council District 2, my friend, Dr. Councilmember Jennifer Campbell. Dr. Jen? Go get it.
You're so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Back up. Thank you so much. I'll get it together here. Here we go. Good? Yeah. Hello, everybody. I'm just so pleased to be here. Thank you all for coming. This is fabulous. What a wonderful day it is. And, you know, he says, I sometimes say no. And look at this building, at that building, this building behind us, and then in front of there is the one that's already been open and operational and full of people, the Paul Downey Senior Apartments. And so this is just a dream come true. And thank you so much, Mr. Mayor, for making it happen in an efficient manner. It's so nice to not have to wait 100 years for something. And please give my thanks, all you people from Chelsea. Thank you so much, and give my love to Brad, and let him know that we're also waiting for the Claremont Drive building that's coming right across from that trolley stop, so that we can make that trolley stop really help people out. So I so appreciate all of it, and you can see that we can do this and not become Los Angeles. We can have more housing, and we can do it so that we still have airflow. Of course, today the storm's coming, so we really have airflow. But we have clean air, we have clear air most of the time here in San Diego. Pretty good air. I'm also on the Air Quality Board, so thank you, County, for that. And also, just, the green. We need the green. We need the trees. We need the plants so that we can breathe oxygen. It takes our CO2 up, and we are trying with our climate action plan to help stop the world from going to hell with climate change. So I'm just so grateful. Thank you for your leadership, Mayor. He's really quite wonderful. You guys, if I could tell you all the stuff he goes through, oh my God, God bless him. All right. So, yeah, maybe when I'm 100 years old, I'll tell you. Okay, so I just want to say, earlier this year, again, as the mayor mentioned, we opened the first of the 3 new developments on this campus now. It'll be 4 soon. The Paul Downey Apartments, and it's right behind the grocery store over there, so it's real easy to get your groceries if you live there. And I'm so happy to be back less than a year later, as our wonderful supervisor said. Hi, Monica. I love her. We were colleagues on the council. She's such a wonderful leader. And so I'm so happy to be here to celebrate this. Now, I have an Italian on my staff, and these names are Italian. I said, you know, what's the deal? Who here could tell me? Who named it? I don't know. They're mountains in Sicily, okay? So we have the Taormina, in English, Taormina, family apartments that has 136 units of the Modica, in Italian, Modica in English, family apartments that has 94 units. Combine these units with the Paul Downey Senior Apartments, which opened in January with 79 units, and you add it all up, it's 309 new affordable housing units on this campus right now today, and soon will be many more. So there have been so many people involved in seeing this to completion, as we've all said. When we collaborate, when we work together, things get done. It's really important that we continue on that path, and I know we will with leaders such as my supervisor, dear to my heart. So thank you to the California Housing Collaborative, to the county whose land this is, to the Southern California Housing Collaborative, the Chelsea Investment Corporation, Serving Seniors, San Diego Regional Center, the engineers, contractors, workers who built these apartments. Thank you, and to the many, many others involved. You would not believe the kind of financing we have to go through to build affordable rights. So we probably have a list of, I don't know, 12 or 15 people who've helped us with the financing. Companies, corporations, businesses, banks, God bless you. And I thank you for that. These apartments are within walking distance of grocery stores, schools, parks, restaurants, and they're connected to the rest of the city by some major transit corridors, which hopefully will get MTS to even expand as these extra people move in and they want to get around. And especially I want to thank the Regional Center, as others have done before me. They're providing on-site services and support to the residents of the 58 units in these apartment homes that are set aside specifically for people, individuals with developmental disabilities. The San Diego Regional Center has been in existence for so long and has helped so many thousands and thousands of people. And they will develop individualized plans that will cater to the needs of each individual, including supportive living services, transportation, professional training, and advocacy. I'm so proud to welcome all the future residents who will live here on this campus in City Council District 2. Let me tell you, our district loves helping out with this. I think with this and that building added, plus what we've already done in the past 7 years, I think we're going to have close to 1,000 affordable units right here in District 2, and Claremont's a big part of that. Claremont's the biggest neighborhood in the city, and we want to do our part. And thank you to the Claremont Town Council. We have our president, Nicole Crosby, here. We have Lynn Hames, who's the winner of the best person in Claremont. I could tell you, it'd be 100 times we owe her that. And it's just, you know, the community is welcoming. At first, there are some people who complain. But you know what? We build these, and the people move in, and they become friends with the whole neighborhood. And everybody suddenly realizes, my goodness, we're all human. We all have similar problems. We all have similar backgrounds. And we're getting together, and we're making things better. And that's why we're here. And that's why I got into public service. So today, this is a big step toward reducing San Diego's housing shortage and providing affordable, high-quality housing for all of our city's residents. And so I want to thank you, and I think our MC wants to introduce Kate, or do you want me to do it? Where did he go? Okay, I'm going, there you are. So, do you want me to introduce Kate, or you want to introduce Kate?
We can introduce Kate unless you'd like to.
Well, please let me, you probably have all the words, but Kate is a wonderful person, and she is from our wonderful health center that helps the people who are disabled, and God bless you for everything you do. I know my family, we've had people years ago who, thanks to you, have been able to be successful in life because of your training. So please take my place here.
How can you follow that, right? Sorry, bad hair day today. Good morning, everyone. As Dr. Jen Campbell said, I'm Kate Kinnamont. I'm the Associate Executive Director from San Diego Regional Center. It's a nonprofit organization that serves individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities in the county of San Diego and Imperial as well. We are funded from the Department of Developmental Services to coordinate and fund services for those individuals that live in our community. So I want to thank everyone for being here. This is really great support. I remember June of 2023, is it, or 20? The days kind of just meld into each other. When we had the groundbreaking here and there's nothing here, I remember that, and I thought, oh, it's going to take forever. And then in a blink of an eye, we're here. It's amazing. Quality affordable housing has been a priority of San Diego Regional Center since our former executive director, Carlos Flores, who is here today. This is his last project before he retired, and I told him 3 years later he's still giving us work, right? So thank you. But we're happy to do this kind of work. San Diego Regional Center is recognized in the state as kind of the model for partnership for affordable housing. As a matter of fact, we're having a housing summit on Monday, we have over 200 participants from across the state to talk about how we can develop this in communities across the state of California for individuals with developmental disabilities. Our partnership with Chelsea Investments in Southern California Collaborative Housing has yielded so many, I can't tell you how many units for individuals with intellectual and developmental disability, where before their option is to live in a congregate setting, a group home. Now, some of them who choose to live in the community are being supported in units like this. It's amazing. It's life-changing for most of the individual we support, who will call one of these 58 units their home, their first home for the first time. A safe and stable home environment is essential for individuals and families to thrive. And so this partnership really affords that opportunity for the people we support. These homes, this 58 units, will, and all the other units that's going to be made available for our community, empower families and especially adults with developmental disabilities to live with increased self-sufficiency with the support of the community. So many people to thank. Mayor Todd Gloria for his partnership and his leadership in making projects like this a priority. Dr. Jen Campbell, our council member. I live in her district, so I follow her really closely. And Supervisor Montgomery Stepp, thank you for your support, and all of you, and people behind the scenes that work every day tirelessly to ensure this happens. And last but not least, we'd like to thank the Department of Developmental Services, because really we tell them we have this project, we need some money to invest in these units, and they are just willing to step in and make those investments to ensure the people we support have an opportunity to live in communities like this. So to everyone here today, And for those that are not here, who's a part of this, thank you so much. This is an incredible start for some of the people that we support. So just know you make a difference every day. So thank you.
I'd like to introduce our next speaker, Dr. Kimberly Giardina. She was appointed to lead the HHS in 2024 after more than 24 years with the County of San Diego. She's been instrumental in implementing a vision of improving coordination, communication, and partnership between family serving organizations in San Diego to help strengthen families and communities. As Deputy Administrator for HHS, Dr. Giardina oversees $3.4 billion in organization, oversees a $3.4 billion organization with more than 8,000 employees who deliver essential services to make people's lives healthier, safer, and self-sufficient. Please join me in welcoming Ms. Giardina to the podium.
Thank you, and good morning, everyone. It is really exciting to get to be here with all of our partners and with all of you to celebrate another grand opening of affordable housing. As you've heard many times, this is a really amazing way for us to reimagine county property. With the support of our County Board of Supervisors, the site was declared surplus, which paved the way to be able to work with our great development partners, Chelsea Investment Corp. And Southern California Housing Collaborative. This strategy has been a real game changer for helping meet the region's affordable housing goals, and it reflects everyone's commitment to housing as the foundation for health and safety. This property, as well as several other county properties around the region, we now have 1,300 additional units in the pipeline, which will make more than 1,700 new homes that will be on land owned by the county over the next few years. This is removing a significant barrier to development. And that's on top of the significant investment that the county is making with our Innovative Housing Trust Fund that will help keep these homes affordable for the next 55 years. And while the dollars and numbers are essential, it's more important that we focus on the people. By supporting the creation of affordable housing, we're improving the health of future residents, creating a safe and stable living environment for them, and cultivating opportunities for these residents to thrive. Housing is health. From the county, I want to sincerely thank the Vice Chair and our entire Board of Supervisors for their commitment to bringing innovative housing solutions to our county. I also want to thank our county team who has worked to make this deal happen. My colleague Brian Albright, Deputy Chief Administrative Officer for the Finance and General Government Group, the County Department of General Services team led by Marco Medved, along with our Housing and Community Development Services team led by David Estrella. I also want to thank our many, many partners, Chelsea Investment Corp., Southern California Housing Collaborative, the City of San Diego, the San Diego Housing Commission, the State of California, San Diego Regional Center, Citibank, and Raymond James, and all of our community stakeholders for working together. We all continue to find ways to come together for these wonderful solutions, and it is a wonderful day to celebrate this grand opening. Thank you.
The San Diego Housing Commission creates affordable housing, offers rental assistance programs, helps first-time home buyers, and develops homelessness solutions to help San Diego residents and families achieve financial self-reliance and stability. The San Diego Housing Commission contributed $3 million in 8 project-based vouchers to Modica and Taormina. It's now my pleasure to introduce to the podium Lisa Jones, CEO of the San Diego Housing Commission.
Good morning. The transformation of the site into an intergenerational community with a total of about 400 housing units is truly remarkable. The units that have already come online for seniors, the units that we're celebrating today, and the units to come are going to continue to be a core piece of how we change our community and we develop housing. This is the way it should be done. The largest percentage of people falling into homelessness last year was seniors. In our shelters, I myself have interacted and met individuals that are living in shelter with developmental disabilities. I think we can all agree that we all stand here, we all sit here today with a moral imperative to make more housing available so those things don't happen. And this is how it's done, with community and with partnership. I'm not going to repeat everything that everyone has said here today. I will say I am very appreciative of the collaboration that was made possible between the city, the commission, around the recycled tax exempt multifamily housing revenue bonds to support Modica and Taormina. This is a unique new funding source, so I'm glad to see that we are continuing to look at how we create new opportunities to make sure that these developments happen in a time where we're seeing profound change in federal funding and state funding. That type of innovation and creativity, these types of partnerships will make sure that we still keep delivering, like everyone has mentioned in all the units that have come forward for the last several days. Years, months. We've had a lot in the last week. The collaboration among multiple agencies and organizations is crucial to reaching days like today. I want to thank, acknowledge, and celebrate the many partners that made this happen. From the city, Mayor Todd Gloria, City Council Member Jennifer Campbell, the entire City Council for your continuing leadership and political will, for county leadership and County Supervisor Monica Montgomery Stepp, who just keeps showing up and voting for things and making things happen. I also want to acknowledge the city and county staff, the State Treasurer's Office, the State Developmental Services Department, San Diego Regional Center, and all of the partners involved with making these rental homes a reality. And congratulations once again to the team at Chelsea Investment Corporation, who continues to just deliver beautiful flagship properties, even 2 in the last week, right? Good stuff. Finally, I want to thank the Housing Commission's Board of Commissioners, its leadership, and our outstanding staff who work together and partner to collaborate and make these things possible. When we think about what we're seeing in homelessness, with seniors rising in our numbers, when we're seeing what's happening in our shelters, projects like this will make sure that those shelter beds turn over to someone else who needs them. They will make sure that people never fall into homelessness in the first place, and they will help our community be vibrant and healthy. Thank you so much, and congratulations, everyone.
City Community Capital was named the #1 affordable housing lender in the United States by Affordable Housing Finance magazine in 2024 and has been a longtime financial partner with Chelsea. Citi is both Modica and Taormina's construction and permanent lender and really acts as a one-stop shop for so many of Chelsea's financing needs. Please join me in welcoming City Community Capital Director and my friend, Hal Lee.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. My name is Hal. I'm with City Community Capital. We are the affordable housing and lending investment arm of Citibank, and the lender, construction and perm lender on Mount Etna campus for Taormina and Modica. It's an honor and privilege to be here, to stand here as a proud capital partner with Chelsea Investment Corporation. On this transaction, we provided across Modica and Taormina a combined construction loan of $84 million to build the project, and once it starts leasing up and stabilizes, it'll convert to a long-term permanent mortgage of about $36 million. And now it's going to provide housing for families, as well as supportive housing units for San Diegans. Citibank is committed to being at the forefront of the affordable housing industry, and we've been the largest affordable housing lender for the past 15 years. And through the ups and downs of the affordable housing industry, the economy, Citi is here as a stabilizing financing partner, always willing to find innovative ways to finance housing, not afraid of complexity and change, and always willing to adapt and pivot quickly. But none of this today would be possible without the other funding partners in what is a truly public-private partnership, where we garner the innovation of the private market with the resources of government. I want to thank and recognize some of the partners here, including our tax credit syndicator, Raymond James, Kevin. I think they provided a lot of about $60 million of equity across 2 developments, and Citi and Raymond James have been on a lot of developments together We've always find innovative ways to make these financing work. I also want to recognize and thank other good partners, such as the San Diego Housing Commission, the Department of Social Services, and the County and City of San Diego. And of course, the California Tax Credit Allocation Committee and the California Debt Limit Allocation Committee, who provided the tax credits and bonds for without which none of this would be possible. It's good to have such good committed partners here, mission-driven financing partners who we are glad to be in the trenches with every day. And we're also very fortunate to be working with Chelsea Investment Corporation, who did most of the heavy lifting here, from putting the site together, finding the financing, and now they have to, and then building it, and now they have to operate it for the long term. Citibank has been a long partnership with Chelsea, and over the last 15 years, we have financed over 4,000 units of affordable housing with Chelsea Investment Corporation, and over 40 developments across San Diego and the United States. I just want to finish by saying I look forward to meeting all the new residents here soon, hearing about their stories, where they came from, where they aspire to go. On behalf of the city, I'd like to extend my biggest congratulations to everyone here today, and thank you very much.
Our final speaker, Kevin Kilbane, is the Vice President and Managing Director of West Coast Acquisitions for Raymond James. Raymond James has invested over $59 million in equity through the purchase of federal and state low-income housing tax credits at Modica and Taormina. Chelsea has a long-term relationship partnering with Raymond James to develop affordable housing, and we're very grateful for our partnership. Please join me in welcoming Kevin up to the podium.
Thanks, Emma. As Emma noted, Kevin Kilbane, I'm going to turn this up here a bit. Glad I don't need that stand. So, I head up the West Coast Acquisitions Group for Raymond James. We are one of the largest affordable housing investors in the country. And I don't know how many partnerships this is with Chelsea. It's not 40. How I think you got me topped on that, but 25 or 30. Thank you. Thank you. You're smarter than I am. So. 25 or 30, and I think it's somewhere around $500 million invested since I joined the company, and we started working in California in 2009. So I guess 2 openings in a week. You better step it up, Charles. So, but no, it's a pleasure to sit up and be kind of roll up our sleeves and work collaboratively and strategically with public and private partners. And I know other speakers have recognized the others, but thank you, City, the county, San Diego Housing Commission, councilman members, Howe, and we're just one part of the equation. $60 million of equity seems like a hard check to write, but really, when you're working with a partner like Chelsea that builds products on ahead of time and under budget, those are great words that for equity investors to hear. It's not what we typically hear. So, but no, they tackle tough projects from senior housing to families to special needs, inclusionary, urban infill, rural. And Chelsea's always done it in an exemplary fashion. They've got a great team, developers, contractors, a great staff, and more importantly, they just operate with integrity. That's been one of the borderline for us is we talk when we go to our investment committee, what are our partners like? When you got partners like Jim and Sherry and Charles and their team, it makes my job really to convince Raymond James to cut equity checks a lot simpler because of the work they do. So. At the end of the day, it's 230 units, about 58 special needs units, combined with another maybe 170, over 400 units of senior. And it is, I think the mayor and some of the other folks mentioned, it's about empowering communities. And a development like this certainly empowers communities. So we're very happy to be a part of this. I do want to give a shout out to one of my colleagues, Barbara Della Lucia, raise your hand, Barbara. Barbara came in from Tampa. Barbara is a key member of our team. Once projects close, she really steps in and works collaboratively, making sure draws are funded, issues are handled, future capital contributions are taken care of. So I get to get up here and speak and get all the credit, but no, we've got a deep team, and I've got a great bench down in Tampa, St. Pete. So thank you, Barbara, for making it out here. So again, at the end of the day, we're very proud to be a partner, and again, like I said, to roll up our sleeves and work strategically in public-private partnership with this wonderful crew you see up here. But again, the heavy lifting goes to Chelsea and Emerson. Congratulations once again. Thank you.
Thanks, Kevin. Thank you to all of the speakers today for coming out on behalf of Chelsea. Thank you all for coming today. I'd like to invite all of the speakers up for the ribbon cutting. Yeah, try to keep it on time, you know? Right, why? My head's cold.